In my pursuits for epic adventure on trail, on this episode, I travel to a land where stone collides with the sea. A place so magical every step feels like walking through a story whispered by the earth itself. Where the wind echoes of battles fought, of kings and Vikings who once read the language of the stones. Ancient glacial lakes and cliffs that rise like fortresses of old guardians of secrets carved by time. The sky is a canvas of shifting light. Ancient, mythical forests. Here, myths aren't buried in books. They live in the stones beneath your feet, where the earth feels alive. This land does not just hold history, it breathes it. Legends of forgotten giants linger in the wind here. The past moves beside you, shadowing your every step as though the very ground remembers. Come walk with me. This is Oi, you dry fecking gobshite, you Egypt fecking gum-bean maggot bollocks fecker pucks. That roughly translates to, bartender, 1 pint of Guinness and a shot of whiskey, please. I swear, my Irish friend told me so. Let's go test it out. But first, a 7-hour flight to Dublin. And some tap dancing and some museums and more pubs and the streets and Temple Bar, the Portal, more pubs and St. Patrick's Cathedral, Spider-Man in the streets, more pubs, museums, the long ass stick in the middle of the street, Temple Bar, more museums, more pubs, yummy food everywhere, yummy food, oh shit, oh Jimi Hendrix out there, the streets, Temple Bar, more museums, double-decker bus, meth heads on the streets, Celtic nights. These are the fallow deer in the Phoenix Park. This one here made eye contact with me and immediately started dropping pebbles out of his doo-doo chute. Keep it moving, homie. Yeah, he don't want the smoke, even though I'm standing here camouflage holding this tree branch. The Phoenix Park is the largest public park in Dublin, and actually, it's the largest in any capital city in Europe. It's just under 3 square miles. The Dublin Zoo and the official residence of the Irish president are within the park, so I guess they like to keep all of their animals housed together there. A large wild herd of fallow deer roams the park, which has been a royal deer park since the 17th century. And they keep side-eyeing me, so I wonder if they know what my true intentions are. Come here, little buddy. Let me put you in the headlight right quick.
That's in more room. I'm in more room.
Just kidding. Unless you let me. Alright, let's ride. Let's ride. Oh, by the way, there's a little bit of a learning curve here. Driving on the left side of the road with the steering wheel on the right hand side. Honestly, the rear view mirror was the biggest adjustment, but I got a hang of it pretty quickly. Stretching out along Ireland's western edge, carved by sea and storm, stand the mighty Cliffs of Moher. 5 miles of sheer, towering stone that plunge into the roaring Atlantic. These cliffs trace the edge of County Clare, forming part of the dramatic Wild Atlantic Way. From Hag's Head in the south, where they rise around 120 meters, to near O'Brien's Tower in the north, the cliffs soar to a maximum height of over 700 feet above the crashing waves. In total, they extend almost 5 miles. But these cliffs are more than just a photo op. They are a window into Earth's past. Formed over 320 million years ago during the Carboniferous period, layers and layers of sandstone, shale, siltstone, and mud were deposited undersea, then compressed and uplifted. Erosion by ocean and wind has sculpted vertical faces, sea stacks, caves, and even arches. These cliffs are alive with life. As a protected special protection area, they host upwards of 30,000 pairs of nesting seabirds, over 20 species. Above, hardy grasses, wildflowers, and different flora cling to the ledges. The name Moher comes from an ancient promontory fort called Mothar, meaning ruin of a fort in Old Irish. That fort once stood at Hag's Head, demolished around 1808 to build Moher Tower, signal tower that crowns that point today. These cliffs stir imaginations. They appeared on screens big and small. The Princess Bride cast the Cliffs of Insanity here, while Harry Potter filmed the iconic scene between Harry and Dumbledore at a sea cave below. Countless painters, poets, and musicians have drawn inspiration from their wind-swept grandeur. As many as 1.5 million visitors step into the wild frontier each year. Conservation and sustainable tourism are at the heart of preserving this rugged beauty. Here, where the land meets the wild sea, the Cliffs of Moher stand eternal, ancient, majestic, and full of stories yet to be told. So at the Cliffs of Moher, they also have this visitor center and a museum that explains all the history, is where I got a lot of this information from as well. I'm going to walk you through it a quick minute just so you see. I went ahead and checked it out before I took off. Also, just FYI, the hiking trails were closed, so I was unable to hike the trails on this day. I think somebody jumped off the cliff. Hey, you know, they're in a better place. But, you know, unfortunately, I wasn't able to hike. But in this museum, they have artifacts, they have a bunch of history of the old Irish names and all of the information about the area, a bunch of cool shit. And this is also where I was able to get the information for my next destination, because I wanted to hike. Let's ride. Come on. So we're at the Burren National Park, Ireland. I'm at the trailhead. I'm about to start hiking. The weather's not cooperating, but we're gonna make it work regardless. I'm here for a limited time, so I don't have the luxury to wait till the sun decides to peek its ugly head. So we're just gonna get going and see what happens. This is the trailhead for 5 different trails, and they're color coordinated based off of difficulty. As far as I know, the white and the orange are easy to moderate, and the green, blue, and red are strenuous, is what they call it. We're gonna do the strenuous. Minimal gear. I'm wearing pants, my Western hunting boots, and a rain jacket. I haven't even gotten off the approach trail just yet. Already feels like I'm hiking on Mars. something of a marvel. It is quite a wonder. It is extremely foreign, so different. Reporting live from Mars, where there's a acid rainstorm currently passing through. Making our way through it. Or Jupiter, or Saturn, or whatever the fuck. It's not Earth. Never been anywhere like it. So on this particular day, it was about 50 degrees and freezing rain. I mean, it wasn't freezing rain, but it was cold as shit. And at around this point, I started to realize that the DWR coating on my jacket was giving out and it was soaking through. The DWR coating on my boots was giving out and it was soaking through. My socks were getting wet. I was soaked under my jacket. I was pooling water inside of my pack. There was wind gusts of up to 50 miles an hour. It was miserable, but I loved it. It was epic. I absolutely loved every single minute. I think I underestimated this hike. That makes it much more rewarding. I think Ireland has won a piece of my heart. The majesticness, the beauty of the landscape is just something to behold. It's just out of this world. The rain cut through me. The cold was relentless. The wind was relentless, and every step was a battle. Every breath a promise to keep going. But at the summit, the clouds didn't break. The world opened up wide, though, and for a fleeting moment, the struggle became pure euphoria. That's that hiker's high, and it's worth every storm. At this point, I'm just dreading slipping on one of these slippery ass rocks and busting my ass on my way back down, cause this shit is slippery as a mug out in this bit. Oh, I'm telling you. Reporting live once again from Mars. The acid rainstorm has passed. Unfortunately, just after we finished our descent, once we got back down to ground level. the way some of these things go sometimes. We're still out here on the red planet. It's not red. What an experience. Absolutely phenomenal. It's something I'll cherish for the rest of my life. I need to plan another trip out here. And the weather is different. This is something else. Oh, shiznit. The sun done decided to come out today. Out here, nothing stays the same for long. This weather is bipolar. The tides turn, the wind shifts, and in a heartbeat, the whole mood changes. One moment, you're soaked in rain and in the shadows. The next, sunlight comes through, igniting the world in gold. That trail doesn't wait. The storm doesn't ask for permission, so you move with it, ready, relentless, and alive. Well, I'm telling you, the weather out here is bipolar. It shifts on you in an instant. Finding the trailheads have been a difficulty all on its own. But just the approach trails on the way to the trailheads, those on their own are just, these things are magical. The ecosystem in Ireland is just so different, and it's just wonderful. It's just amazing. Very thirsty out here though. In case you're wondering on some of the muted, muffled voice clips, the fucking wind out here is fucking relentless, boy. It's fucking windy as shit. So in order for me to be able to listen, I have to mute some of that shit. So just FYI, look at this fucking scenery, boy. It's a glacial lake. This shit is out of hand. Like, holy fuck. I feel the stress lifting off my shoulders. You can see it. You can see it as I stroll in slow motion with little jump steps. This shit's just lifting. Glendalough. Yes, sir, high in the Wicklow Mountains, you step into a valley carved by ice, where two lakes lie like mirrors at your feet. Ancient stones whisper stories of Saint Kevin. That's the monk who sought solitude here in the 6th century, way back in the day. There's 9-way marked trails that stretch through forests, waterfalls, bog bridges, and boardwalks. Oh, look at the little goatsy goats. And these boardwalks and trails leading you up to the spink where the cliffs reveal the valley in all its wild beauty. Every turn brings history into view. Every path reconnects you with nature. In this place, the past and present walk together, beckoning you onward. I absolutely love this type of trail. Uphill with majestic views. This is what I live for. I'm finna let this breathe here for a minute. Like something out of the Game of Thrones. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if I see Drogon fly overhead. It's even gloomy. One thing's for sure is the weather in Ireland is unpredictable for sure. It was sunny as shit a minute ago. And I got caught in a rainstorm. And right now, when I pull out the cell phone to record, as soon as I hit record, I felt the rain stop. I feel like a wizard in the Lord of the Rings. Literally, as I press record, I stopped. This shit's worse than Miami weather. We good. Keep going to the top. It starts with a pull you can't explain. A hunger to climb higher to see what waits above the clouds. The trail rises steep and unrelenting. Your legs begin to burn. Every step is a battle, every breath a promise to keep going. Doubt creeps in, whispering that you've gone far enough, but you brush it off. Tighten your grip and push harder. Because you're not here for easy, you're here for the high. That rush when the world falls away beneath you. The forest thins, the air sharpens, and then you break through. Sunlight, sky, the horizon stretching endless before you. All the pain fades, replaced by something greater. This is why you climb. This is the view you chase. And once you've felt it, you'll never stop. Ireland has definitely not disappointed me. This has been epic. Absolutely spectacular. Even the unpredictable weather adds to the experience. The rainstorms and just the views. Wow. There's little castle tops off in the distance at the top of the hills, and it's just breathtaking, and I'm at a loss for words. And the thing is, we're not even that high in elevation compared to what I've seen in the West, in the States, out in Utah and Colorado and places like that. It doesn't compare in the elevation. But the flora is just different. It's just absolutely stunning. It's just the views. I mean, don't get me wrong. We have breathtaking views in the States. But I don't know if the rest of Europe is... if it compares to what Ireland has to offer. But Ireland is just absolutely out of this world in beauty. You know, checking out the city in Dublin the little towns. I went to Ennis and Corofin and all these little towns that were spectacular. The food's amazing in Ireland. However, the hiking alone makes the trip worth it. I highly recommend it to anybody that's looking into hiking destinations. Didn't really look into backpacking while I was out here, being that I didn't bring any of my backpacking gear. I didn't bring any tent and sleeping gear. Just brought hiking gear and day hiking gear. But the day hiking opportunities in Ireland are fantastic. A lot of them seem very advanced. However, you see folks out here with minimal gear, sometimes no gear at all, and they are out there hardcore. I like to think of myself as hardcore, but there's some hardcore folks out here doing it. When the last mile fades beneath your trail runners and you glance back at the path you've conquered, it's hard not to feel the magic of this place. Ireland isn't just a destination, it's an experience. A land where cliffs rise out of the sea, valleys cradle ancient ruins, and waterfalls spill through emerald forests. Every trail leads to another jaw-dropping view, another story etched into stone and time. But it's more than just landscapes. It's the warmth of strangers who greet you like friends. It's a hearty meal that tastes even better after a long day on the trail. It's a culture that makes you feel at home even when you're far from it. Whether you've got an afternoon or a full day to explore, Ireland delivers hikes that are as rewarding as they are unforgettable. Out here, every step brings you closer to something timeless. And when you finally reach the summit, you realize you didn't just hike Ireland, you felt it. Stay feral, my friends.